David Paul here. Just very quick video. I'm at site number, what is this? Site number 2, I think it is. Yeah. These are the logs that I'm preparing for the bed and chairs and general furniture type things. Site number 1 is primarily benches. Yes, site number 1 is benches. So I have this very long log out of which I'm trying to produce a beam which will run right across the cabin and form shelving and the bed and settee sort of thing. Now what I'm trying to do here, I'll just recap here. I'm trying to take away the wood off the top of the beam, and then I'll flip it over and take the wood off the bottom, and it's also drying nicely, so that's good. So what I have done is I've made cuts into it, which is that other method. I tried the first one, which is rip cutting the thing in half, and that's a very, very slow process, and it's not very productive. This one seems to be better. The saw likes to cut across the grain much better, and because I'm only using an electric chainsaw, I need to minimize the amount of work that I'm doing, you know, because I keep flattening batteries. So each day I just pop up here and I make some more cuts. So what I've been doing is I've been making these cuts like this and then chiseling it off, and then I made closer cuts which were much easier to chisel off. These are dreadful. These are really hard work, despite the fact that I've got this chisel axe here, very sharp. So what I've decided to really push it out, and the chainsaw has now died, so I can't demonstrate anymore. But I've made the cuts about 1 inch across, and you will see that with very little effort, that is just chopping off really easy. Now this one is a bit wider, so let's try that one. Yes, okay, I have to admit it, that even seems to be better, and I'll tell you why. It's because those narrow cut ones are rather springy. These ones put up a little bit of a fight, and that results in the axe going into it. So I would say the moral of the tale is go to about 1.5 inch cuts, which includes this lot here. And the 1.5 inch cuts seem to be the optimum. Yeah, man, that's so good. And that's basically just tear outable like that. So that's good. Now, as I feel in there, that's damp, it's moist. It has been raining a lot, so the wood is reabsorbing moisture, so it's not all good. So I've basically just got to keep at it, just day by day. I charge a couple of batteries, I come up here in the morning, exhaust the batteries, go home, charge batteries again, and then do it again. I don't want to use a petrol, so I don't want one, because my chainsaw, I want to be able to take it onto an aeroplane and take it to the Philippines, and they don't like petrol devices on aeroplanes, so let's not be going there. Also, eventually when I get my solar system up and operational, I'll be able to power the thing directly from solar panels during the day and just work all day long cutting wood, as long as I've got solar power. So that's that. So let's have a little pan around here and have a look at what's going on. I've severed the tree at that end, and I put down some short logs to take it off the ground, so it's not reabsorbing moisture from below, and most of it is off the ground. So the next thing is I will continue to chisel this off, maybe take a little bit more off in the middle here. Don't push my luck, don't go too far, because there's always a danger of going too deep. You can always go slowly, but you can't stick the wood back on. Well, you can, but you're going to end up with a joint in the middle. So that's that. Soon I will flip it over and start on the other side, and then I'm hopeful that the whole thing will start to be in a manageable sort of weight range that I can carry it out of here and put it on my trolley and take it home. Now what I got here, these are 30 inches long sections, 1, 2, 3 and a fourth one over there. The slimmer ones of the set, which is that one there and that one there, will go at the back of the bed, the rear end of the bed, and at the fore end, to look more dramatic, the fatter ones will be there. Possibly the fatter ones at the head and the slimmer ones at the foot of the bed. And that's that. And they will intersect with this log, or rather the log will intersect with them. And that will be it. You'll have a long log style bed. Well, a log bed, not a log style, it's actually made of logs. Bit more wood there for me to utilize if I wish to use it. I don't want to cut any more of this tree down here because I want to save that for the future, just as a resource to use when I need something. What else? Oh yes, as if you've been watching my videos, you'll see that I'm having difficulty just having to sit down and eating my supper. So these logs here are 30 inches high, which is about a tallish sort of table height. So what I will do is I'll get these home, the head and foot boards of the bed. I will take them home and I'll strap them all together, and they will form like a 4-log table which I can use temporarily, and then when I'm finished using that I can transfer that to the purpose of being the supports for the bed. So I'm not lugging wood around more than I really need to. So that's that. So over here I've got a log. I'm not entirely happy with this log. I'll put it out more in the open where the sun will dry it better. That is 24 inches long, and I can use it as a sort of a stool, but as I say, it's a bit narrow and I'm not too happy with it. So I could use those other 4 back there and this log here to form the stool, so I can sit down, eat my supper and my breakfast and whatever, and then dispose of them when the time comes. So there you go. Now this here tree, this here tree is a bunch of trees which they're basically a coppice of an original tree there. And looking at them, there's another project I'd rather fancy to do, but I don't think I'll ever do it, not in this country. But these would be ideal to build a tree house in, an invisible tree house, and that's something I'll have to explain at some future date. But an invisible treehouse basically consists of the treehouse is there, but you don't see it because you've engineered the tree to be in such an entanglement and so on that you can't see into the crown. And on top of that, you've got it loaded up to the living daylights with ivy. So the ivy's growing and providing cover for the treehouse, and then you just keep the treehouse hidden in it. Probably couldn't make a treehouse which is, well, I guess the limitations on it would be a treehouse with maybe 20 foot diameter, 30 foot maximum, and then it would start to look a bit odd. And that's it. So that's it for today. Atilago, makita tayo sakana. Bye for now. See you later. Jesus be with you.